What's up, everybody? I just wanted to say hi. I want to do a live stream of an original character I have. It's really funny whenever you draw sometimes. And I was thinking I was doing a live stream earlier, and I drew all of what you see on the screen right there in that white page on what I thought was a live stream, and come to find out, it was definitely not a live stream. So I'm going to attempt to do this again, and but this time do a little more rendering on this character. But join in the chat. I'd love to see you if you have some comments. But it's just basically going to be a draw stream. So if you want to come hang out and watch me do my thing. And as I'm looking at this, I can see right now that I'm going to change her arm, her proportion of her arm. So I'm actually going to draw it a little bigger, or even use a tool to maybe make it a little bigger, because it's just off to me. So with that said, let me get down to it. Yeah, some reason her elbow looks like it needs to come out just a little longer. So I think I'm going to take my select tool and let's see. Oh, wrong one. Let me do this. Marquee tool. We'll go with this level. And we're going to draw this a little bigger. Just the parts we want. Wow, somebody's going through with some nice revvy engines here. It's fun times whenever you're trying to live stream. But I just want to make sure I get all this area, just to make sure I cover all the drawing area. And I'm going to expand it, probably down a little bit. Move it over. I might reduce it just a little bit there, because I don't think I was off terribly, but I think it was just off enough. So move it over just a little more. And to me, that looks a little better. Deselect. We're good to go. See some problem areas here. I don't like drawing women very well. It's not because I don't like to draw them, actually draw them. It's because they're hard for me. So when I draw a woman, I think they're very difficult. And, those guys who can do it well, man, kudos to them, because I'm just not one of those dudes. Just really not. And I would say Zune is one of those more athletic women. She's not going to be, overly shapely. She's going to still have a feminine figure, but not be, I don't want her to be masculine, except in her fighting but, I want her to be, it might be too much shoulder definition there. But I definitely want her to be feminine. And that's because I just think that, that subtle, you see a woman being, a cute butt kicker is awesome. And you can actually watch them kick a dude's butt. It's kind of a turn on. It's really cool. I'd rather see that than these busty women who are just disgusting to look at and really not realistic at all. And not that I care about realism all the time. It's just that sometimes I just want them to be a little nicer looking, a little more exciting to look at. Yeah, now you guys are going to hear my dogs playing around, fighting. So that's fun too. Never know what you're going to get in a chat or in a live stream. I just think women in general are very hard to draw. And Zune is more of a Asian descent, I would say, or you know, I'm not going to say she's Asian. Our comic actually takes place before those countries were named, but I would say in that region, you're definitely going to get people who are more of that Asian descent. She's going to have more of that Eastern look to her. And get those fingers in there. All right. I think we're doing pretty good. Definitely getting the gesture in there. My one dog's named Rookie, and he's very playful. And he likes to show the little one who's boss, but the truth is the little one is the boss. So my little one, Max, is going to let him do so much, and then he's going to show him who's really the boss. And I guarantee it won't be Rookie. Just adjusting my density and texture density here. So we get a lot more dark line. Might even go up higher than that now. Maybe a 70, 75. Go 75. Always like the method of drawing lighter and then going over it with a little darker pencil later on. And because a lot of times those underlying lines disappear. And you can always clean it up, which I like to do later. So I really want to draw out her figure first and get all that set. And then worry about what's it actually going to look like. You know, what's this going to be? Go out of that and see what that did. If anything, I don't think it did anything, but okay. I think I'm getting the figure laid out better now. And she's taken a really good shape. I really like where I'm going with this. You know, I had to get this laid in here with a rib cage a little bit, and I might even fix that a little bit. There's just a little more that needs to happen here. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. And there's going to be some clothing, making those ripples there. Zune has a nice design, I think. The guys that she hangs out with four guys that they really, I don't know if I like her neck like that, but they don't have to worry about protecting her too much because she can protect herself. And she's just a very strong woman. But we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus more on the fact that she's definitely a butt kicker, definitely somebody that you're going to want to be leery of. You may not know it to look at her, but she's going to kick your butt. So, and actually, she's very much a strong character, and I like that. Layers here. All right. I'm actually thinking about knocking this down so I can see it. And now I can draw over it and make the character what I want. I think that'll be a good overlay. And I actually think I'm going to take my tool and I want to draw that whole foot right here. It's not very far, but I got to pull her body off enough. We're going to lose some of the bow staff, but I think that's okay if we lose some of the bow staff instead of her foot. Looks weird to see her foot off the page. So I'm actually going to back up to opacity, and we're going to get real big here. And I want to move everything about her over just a little while, just a little place. Go ahead and get all this filled in so we can move her whole body and center her on the page. I know this isn't interesting. You guys probably want to see more rendering than you want to see this stuff, but I think this is an interesting part of the process, at least for me. Okay, now she is ready to that stinks. Well, there we go. All right, let me see where this is. All right, so what we're going to do is use this tool to just slide her over. I want to put her feet right there. That'll make for a pretty interesting drawing, I think. Deselect, and now she's over just a little bit. I think when I frame her, she's going to have more of a good frame in that 1/3 viewpoint. She's also got some good composition here in the A-frame, right here. So if you look at the composition piece of this, it's actually pretty fun too. And I like to think about composition. I don't always think about it going in, but after the fact, I like to look it over and just see if it's hitting anything. And I like it when it does. It's really nice, and I would rather see some composition in there, especially for something that I might turn into a trading card or a poster or something like that. I want good composition because it catches your eye. It's striking, and I want that to be striking. So, okay. Now that we've got her body moved over, we can slide over here and finish that foot. I think that foot's going to go over here. She's got a big toe. I'm going to stink at the toes for a minute, but that's okay because I'm going to redraw it. But I just want to shape it out. Not loving the shape of it at all. That's okay. I'm going to go back. If I was to draw it out here like this, I would pull it out just a little more. that eraser. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I don't like that extra line in there. Gotta get rid of that. There we go. So now, reduce it. Yeah, it's a little small. Draw it out just a little bit bigger. She definitely needs to be in proportion, and this foot's a little closer to us than the other foot is. Just want it to look okay. That's what I got to think of too, is perspective. So if you have the foot coming around, yeah, this is tough. This is why drawing women is very hard for me. Needs to be more like that, I think. And if you get the ground coming in, that looks like she's actually on the ground. Get some speed lines in there. Maybe she'll look like she's skating. Okay, there you go. That's looking much better to me. So a lot of this is going to be filled in dark. I can already see some of the darks of the figure. With some of this coming on because of her outfit. And then she's got, actually Zune has a few things to her outfit, which is some armor, light armor, and a lot of cloth, because she's, like I said, she does martial arts. She's more of a martial artist. I would say she needs that free flow. You know, she's got cloth instead of leather a lot of the times. She is definitely able to move freely. So we have some wraps on her arms. She's got those wrapped up, almost, you know, like gauntlets, but they're made out of different material. She's, something's going on here. There we go. She's got some wraps on her arms. Oops, got the eraser on. So we want to draw a little bit of it coming in here. You know, gotta have the wrist coming out, so she's definitely got some of that. A little bit of it coming in here. So draw that in there in that area. She's got like some Jedi, not pigtails, but just like these little braided things. I almost want to make them fly. If she's doing this, I almost just want to make them flowing out like that. Sorry about my dog, everybody. But she's also got hair which is pulled back. And I always pictured her as one of those women in those Bruce Lee films that fight right alongside Bruce Lee. There we go. So we get this shape going in here. And a lot of times what I'm doing right here is just gesturing. I'm just trying to get the overall feel of the hair and that's not quite what I wanted. The hair and the neck and everything, just feel it coming in. It's got this pull around. And I want to have her have a slightly smaller neck than a man that might be doing this. And then her hair pulls up into a ponytail right here. And that ponytail is extended a little bit and then comes out. Just going to have it whipping around here, maybe get some hair there like that. Coming past her head. Like that. That's some fun stuff right there. I love it. And then we're going to braid this hair eventually. We're going to get around details and try to get, everything on Zoom that we can get. She's definitely got to be more feminine. So we'll try to get her chin right, which I always struggle getting her to look round, having a round enough face. So she's not masculine. Dogs are crazy. Okay. And now she's got some shoulder pads. My son is playing with the dogs and making a lot of noise. Sorry about that. That wasn't good. Bring that back. Throw that shoulder pad up here. And it's got to be around like that. Already starting to look good. She's got a bandana that they wear because they do some bandit type stuff. You want to get that to be loose around her neck. And then these kind of do a crisscross on her arm. Okay. Now we're going to work on getting her other pieces of her clothing done. I'm going to like that. So, whoa, my battery's running low. I'm going to have to get this thing plugged in. Well, we're going to pick it up later. Thinking about ending this stream. There's just too much going on right now. My battery's low. I just wasn't as prepared as I thought I was going to be, and a lot of noise making in here. So hopefully I can make it back and we can actually get down to business. I might do it here in a few minutes and just come back and redraw it. But I am going to continue to work on her. Well, if everybody's willing to wait on me. All right. Sorry about that. Get that off again. Okay. She's really starting to take good shape now. Almost want this to have some flow to it here. Something to that effect. Give some movement to her character, which I like. Looks much better. And now some ripples in the clothes. Yeah, okay, I guess I can say. Boom. Get some of those loose ripples. You just want it to kind of flow from her. It looks like she's just actually in movement, which is really nice. And then I actually gave some wraps around here for her too, to kind of match her wristbands. I wanted something that would actually go along with that. Like she just wraps it almost like a compression wrap. But it also keeps her clothing tight. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Just pull it in here. Yeah, I don't like it. It's too jaggedy. There we go. And same thing with this leg is that we got this wrap on here. Sticks out a little bit. I have to draw that twice. I don't know if I have the color. Jack that up. So we're gonna start over. There we go. My dog is nuts. I'm sorry, everybody. I bet my wife's home. Yep. So, well, everybody, it was good having you all on. I'm going to finish this up off stream, or I might do another part 2 to this where we can all follow up. It was good seeing everybody. Everybody have a good night.